So today we're going to be taking a look at what is the biggest emulation hard drive I've ever seen on my channel. This is a 14 terabyte drive that has everything from retro gaming to current day gaming. It's freaking ridiculous. It is a beast of a drive, has like well over 100,000 games. Like I said, everything, old school, new stuff. It's crazy. So, I mean, if you're not into that kind of stuff, it is what it is. But what this thing is, it's from PEAPRIT. These guys are out of China. They sell on Amazon and AliExpress, mostly AliExpress though, and typically through AliExpress. It's cheaper when they sell these drives. I'll have a link down below, but what this is, it's an external like drive setup where they have a drive put into a enclosure. You plug it into your PC. It's almost plug and play, but there is a few things that you have to install. I'll just show you real quick. Now, I've double checked to make sure there's nothing malicious on this drive, and there hasn't been with any of these drives I've looked at, but I always recommend if you buy one of these, double check. But PEAPRIT, they do have a decent track record. I haven't seen any issues with these guys with all their reviews and whatnot. But these Windows install files is just a font you have to install that's used for like Hyperspin. This is a 7-game system setup. It's got like a few different front ends that you can use. But yeah, so you'll get that font installed, and then there'll just be some like redistributables, some Windows stuff, DirectX, and that's it. It takes a couple minutes to install. If you'd use like Coinops, it's the same stuff. It's very basic. You may already have this stuff installed on your PC, so you may just need to install the freaking font, and that's it. Be honest with you, you can double check. Just try to run the drive without it. If it doesn't work, then install it. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this thing out. Go through as much as we can. There's so much involved here. I can't go through every game, but I want to give you a good idea of what this thing contains so you can, make up your mind, right? So when you load it up, loads up pretty quick, almost instantaneously here. You're given options as far as what front end you want to go into. Now, there are pros and cons here. You got, Coinops, Hyperspin, Technoparrot, Kodi, Big Box, Playnite, Retrobat, so on and so forth. So that's cool. If you like one over the other, you got your choice, right? But the problem here is that it separates certain systems from one another to where it's not like you get to choose, like, oh, I want to go to Big Box and everything is just there. No, things are separated. Certain front ends have certain systems where other ones don't. So I don't like that. I wish it was just everything was included in each one and you can just pick. Obviously like Playnite's just going to be PC games, but which is fine, but I wish you could just pick like, okay, let me go in the Big Box, everything's there, or I could go to Hyperspin, everything's there. It doesn't appear that's the way it's set up. But let's just quickly go through this. Now, I'm not going to spend much time on Technoparrot. Technoparrot is just the emulator pulled out by itself, which goes into Hyperspin. It's the Hyperspin setup just for Technoparrot. It just has all those games through it. There's a lot of cool stuff there, just arcade games, neat games. So yeah, if you want to take a look, kind of duplicates from when you go in the Hyperspin, but it is what it is. So moving on from there, I'm not going to mess with Kodi at all. It's there if you want to use it. Let's jump in the Big Box real quick. So I've noticed with these Big Box setups on these drives, some of the icons for the systems are just text and not an icon. I don't know why they're like that. I'm sure there is a logo for these systems. I know there's logos for these systems, but for whatever reason, these drives with Big Box, they're never set up right for that, but they work either way. It's just a minor nitpick. It's always Big Box, like Super Graphics. There's no logo there. That bothers me a little bit, just pointing that out. But let's run through this real quick. So you can jump into these systems, pick your games. Has a little arcade machine with the, video snap playing. It's very clean, nice if you like Big Box. A lot of people do. But here, like you have 3DS. I don't think 3DS is on every front end, but a lot of these systems will cross over to each, front end, but not every system will. Just something I'm pointing out there. But yeah, 3DS, you got a lot of games. There will be multiple regions, so that's why you'll see duplicates. Yeah, you'll find a little bit of negativity. It's never perfect, dude, but just pointing that out. But yeah, there's a lot of cool games here, and they play fine. I've tested them. All the Yokai Watch games are really cool. Nintendo 64, GameCube, Nintendo Switch, the Forbidden Fruit. It tells you at the bottom by the arcade machine. Let me see if I'm blocking it. No, I'm not. It tells you how many games are for each system. So Switch, you got a ton of games, 190 something. Every game that I've tested has played fine. Wii U is on here. Wii U, I tried playing just because Wii U is always fine, but on here I tried playing Mario Kart 8 and it loaded into some like Turbo Snail game instead. I don't know what the hell's up with that. WiiWare, always loved to see the Rebirth games in here. So you have that. Really cool stuff. Jumping into Playnite real quick. So this is just a PC game library launcher type of deal, and they have a bunch of PC games set up here. You know, kind of is what it is. Some older stuff, some kind of newer stuff. Cyberpunk, whenever I've seen it on here, it's always launches in Chinese, so you will have to go in to the settings, maybe use your phone, put it to translate so you can see how to change it to English, and then change it to English, and then you can play in English type of deal. But every game I've tested has ran on here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. No Man's Sky and whatnot. And then let's jump into Retrobat, just emulation station powered setup. Retrobat, you're gonna have a lot of the same stuff. Like you see, you don't have like, I didn't see 3DS in here, but I got a lot of the consoles here. I see you got the Super Graphics logo here. Like all the logos are here. You got Xbox 360, which is freaking awesome. Stuff like Gears of War, I believe, is in here. I did play Gears of War 2. I don't remember which front end I played it in, but it played pretty well, so that was cool. But yeah, a lot of games, arcade stuff. You can look at all games. This Retrobat has almost 25,000 games listed here. PS3, bunch of stuff as well. Like, I don't really like bothering with Retrobat, but it's here if you like it. PS2, PSP. Oh, and you do have a Vita. And then Coinops next, version 2 or something like that. I mean, it's kind of redundant, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot here, but you got this little option to jump in here for a handful of systems. Kind of like whatever, dude. It's like 15 systems here. And then jumping on over to Hyperspin. Okay, so here in Hyperspin, we have a buttload of arcade systems. That's mostly what's in here. Mostly what's in here. There's going to be some console stuff too. I'm just going to mostly scroll through this to kind of showcase what there is. I'm not going to stop on everything, otherwise we'll be here for hours, but got stuff like, you know, Ultra 64, which is a couple games, the Killer Instinct games. You're going to see tons of collections for specific franchises. You'll see a lot of stuff for like specific arcade boards, things like that. You'll see stuff like, you know, 19XX, the different games in that, Batman, a bunch of different Batman games. I'll just show you real quick. It'll be like Batman games from every arcade, console, stuff like that. All in one spot. So you'll have stuff like that. Hyperspin's very flashy, kind of obnoxious at times. Some people like it, some people hate it. It just is what it is. Sometimes in the configurations, there'll be where you can shut things off, so you can take a look at that. But yeah, let's just keep scrolling here. All the Atari systems. You'll have like all the Sega systems for like arcade stuff, things like that. Some pinball you'll see in here. All the Capcom arcade setups, boards and whatnot, CPS, all the older stuff, the little oddball things. Cave is really awesome. All the little side-scrolling shooters. Centipede, you'll have MAME as well. We'll probably, I mean, a lot of these do play off of MAME, but you'll have like MAME-specific categories, light guns, stuff like that. But it's kind of cool. You'll see like specific developers, Galco. There's tons of awesome games like the Alligator Hunt, which is shown in the corner over there. Freaking awesome ass game. What else? All the Irem boards. That's really what this part of the this drive is mostly arcade stuff. Whereas all the other front ends is kind of a little bit of everything, but I think more focused on consoles. This is more arcade stuff, but you'll still see our, console games in here as well. Yeah, here's all the MAME 2-player, 4-player, and then by the decades, stuff like that. But just keep rolling here. What else do we got? Metal Slug collection, all the Midway different units. The hell is that? Oh my god. Mortal Kombat collection. All the different Namco systems, Nintendo Arcade, which have like Play Choice versus systems. Sometimes there'll be overlap, like versus systems right there as well. Pinball FX3. Always cool to see that. Rhythm games, you have all the Dance Dance, DDR stuff. You have like the Sega Hikaru, Sega System 16, Y-board. PS4 and PS5, I'm going to stop here for a second and point out that these are not PS4 or PS5. These are always PC games. I don't know why they list them as PS4 and PS5. I guess because these are games that are on PS4 and PS5, but they're just PC games. Which is fine. I don't know why they have to be deceitful. They could just say, hey, these are PC games. It's cool. But yeah, got some cool stuff there. PS5 is usually Elden Ring and, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Elden Ring, since it's like a hacked version or whatever, you can't play online. But yeah, what else? TidoNet. Tiger handheld games, if you want to play any of that stuff, kind of ridiculous. I don't know if you got nostalgia for it, but there you go. I just wanted to blast through this, show you what this thing entails. If you're interested, there'll be a link down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.